Now, rearing goats is a good business. It's a good investment, especially for the future. That's if you're counting on it in future, not tomorrow, not next month, not next week. Probably like 2 to 3 years plus. And to you, the diaspora who is in the diaspora, this video might be of much help to you if you do want to invest in goats. Now, good evening. Good evening here in Uganda. Good afternoon, and a great good morning for everyone out there who is in a country and right now it's morning. Guys, let me hope everyone is fine. Now, referring to my video, which was titled that goats and chicken, layer chicken, which is better and more profitable. Guys, someone texted me. Is a friend on WhatsApp. WhatsApp me and was like, that why are you making me hate the goat business? No, I wasn't making you hate. I wasn't making anyone hate the goat business, because if there is any good business, I would recommend someone, especially to you who is abroad. I do recommend you to keep goats. I do recommend you to rear goats 100%. 100%. Now, why? One, to you who is abroad, let me tell you. For instance, let me take an example that you're going to work for 2 years. That your contract is for 2 years. Now, I'm talking for the people those who are in the Arab world, especially those who are in the Arab world. Now, to you who is in Europe, the Netherlands, Belgium, the Great Britain, German, maybe which other parts like South Korea, Japan, and other good countries where the money is at least 7 million plus. 7 million plus. Now, for you, you can even buy 50 goats at once, 100 goats at once, even 1,000. Now, for you, you're somewhere. I'm talking to someone who's in the Arab world, because I was there, so I know. And always the salary ranges between $300, let's say 1 million, 2 million, 3. I'm talking of Ugandan shillings, 3 million, 4, 5. Actually, the majority, the biggest percentage, I think 90% or 80% something, are below 5 million. They are below 5 million, and the majority is range for around 1 to 2. 1 to 2. Now, we are taking an example that you're going to spend there 2 years. Your contract is 2 years. You're getting, let's say, like $300. An example is use like 1 million Ugandan shilling. Yeah, 1 million. Now, we are going to put other factors cost that. What do I mean? That you have people you're paying for school fees, you have to buy your food, what. I'm leaving that aside. I'm not going to talk of that. Now, let's say that you're going to be saving, let's say like 40% of that money, like 400,000. 400,000 a month that you're going to be keeping it. Maybe the 60%, the 600, we don't want to know. Let's say that you used it to spend there in your country where you are, maybe for rent, if you're not sleeping in the company accommodation, maybe to buy food, something, maybe to pay school fees, leaving everything that side. Now, we are saying that you're saving 400,000. Let's say that you're going to be buying each goat at around 200,000. That's maybe a young one. I'm talking of the local ones, because the exotic one, they're expensive. They're a million plus. They're a million plus. 700, 600, 500 what? So I'm talking of the local ones, the small ones. The young ones, not small. I mean the young one. You buy like 200 each one, so you are getting two kids every month. So your contract is 2 years, right? So that is, if you're buying two goats every month for 2 years, that's going to be 48 goats. Am I right? Let me see. Because if it is 1 month has 12, 2 months that's 24. So 24 by 2, that is 48. Yeah, those are 48 goats after 2 years. Regardless, there are options that the first one you bought in the first 5 months, if they were females, by the second year maybe they will have produced another ones and making it to a bigger number. But now we are taking the figure only that the ones you bought by at car you bought only those ones. So after 2 years, those will be the goats. The total number will be 48. So 48 now. Guys, by the way, don't forget to buy sheep and do add them in your flock. Why am I saying so, guys? You see these sheep, guys. I have never seen a butcher for mutton and mutton meat, but people do keep these sheep. Because whenever you go to someone who's keeping rearing goats, you'll find some the sheep among those goats. But I don't know. Let me not go there. But maybe in the supermarket you see the mutton meat there. But I've never seen the bushel. I don't know. I don't know. But don't forget to buy adding some sheep. That's if you want. If you don't want, it's okay. Now, back to the point. We said we're having our 48 goats after 2 years. Now, I was still telling you that there are chances that the goats you bought in the first year would have produced others. But let's say maybe they only produce like two. I don't want to exaggerate that thing. If they go beyond that, good for you. But now we are only saying that they produced and they only produced only two. So we said we're having 48. Now 48 plus the two. They did produce the first year. That means they're having 50 goats. Now listen. Listen. Now, after your contract, after 2 years, you come back home. Now, we are taking an example that you give them like 1 year. You give them 1 year, you give them, you deworm them, do the needful, what. Now, you sell them. You decide to sell them like each at 300,000. 300,000 Ugandan shilling, mitwala satu each. Yes, you bought each at 200, but why am I saying 300? I don't want to exaggerate the thing. There are chances that the goats you bought in first year will be 400 or 500, but I'm taking an average of 300,000 each. It's less, but it's an example, guys. It's an example, don't judge. Now, we are selling off all the 50 goats we are having. So 300,000 times 50 goats, that will be 15 million Ugandan shilling. 15M. 15M. Now, 15 million coming back, you have to get in that money. I'm taking an example that you sold them at once, or in bunches like 2 or 3, but we sold all of them and we want to start chicken. Now, with the 15 million, you can keep 1,500 broilers. 1,500 broilers with the 15 million. We are taking the instance that you have the structure aside, you have it somewhere. Now, with 1,500 broilers, you won't fail to get 3 million a month. On each flock, okay? 3 million as profits. You won't fail. Maybe if you fail, maybe even if you get 2 million from the 1,500 dollars, even if you get 2 million, you are getting 1 million when you are abroad. We are talking to someone. The example I gave at first, that someone was getting 1 million. So if that person comes back and is getting 2 million in his country, in his or her country, I think it's some good money. Yeah. Now, if you want to do maybe the commercial layers with your 15M, you like it to keep like 500 to 700 layers. 500 to 600, 700, but most likely it will be 500 commercial layers with your 15 million. And after, when they begin laying, when they maybe start serious production at around 6 months, guys, we already said that they begin laying at 4.5 months. But beginning laying doesn't mean they're going to begin feeding themselves immediately. No, they might begin feeding themselves at the 5th or most likely on the 6th month. That's when these commercial layers do feed themselves absolutely very well, and maybe they also leave for you something in your pocket. Now, why am I saying all this, guys? I got some not negative, I think positive statements from guys after seeing the video of goats versus layer chickens. I didn't say that goats are bad. Goats are not bad. They are not bad. Actually, I've given a very good example. If you want to do them, even if you're in Uganda, you're getting some good, you can save that money we said and you buy them monthly for 2 years, you can do it. So goats is a very good investment, but if you want daily money like me, I'll go with for chicken. But I didn't say that goats are bad. Goats are not bad, guys. Because I'm seeing most rich people are having goats at their farms. They have cows and goats. That means it's a good investment. It's good. It's a good investment. However, it requires patience. It requires patience. And goats also do die, but not like chicken. So they have few risks compared to chicken. I'm not saying they do not. Goats are also risky. Why? If you don't deworm them, they can also die. They can. However, not so much like the chicken. There's a guy called Obed Ben. I think he's more on TikTok. Him and his group of YPA. If I'm not said it correctly, I stand to be corrected. I'm sorry. I stand to be corrected. They are having over 14,000 goats in that project of theirs. So that means it's a good investment. It's a good investment, guys. So if you want to do the goats, you can. But don't forget that you're not going to get the money tomorrow, next week, or next month, or in the near future. No. It does require patience. It does require some patience. Only if maybe you're going to buy from the maybe the local, from the villages, then you bring to towns and sell to the butchers that you buy them. For instance, you can buy one at let me say that you buy it at 300,000, then you bring it at butcher guys, then you sell it to them like 400 or 350,000. Maybe you get that small profit of 50,000. There, it's good for you. But if you're going to keep them as a business, it does require patience. I repeat that it does require patience, but it's a very good investment. However, to me personally, I go with chicken. I go with the commercial layers. Now, guys, thanks for watching this video. Like, share, comment, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. I sign out.